Sci-Fi.
Here again, another episode of We're Not Here to Please You. Number 14, I believe.
Yes, it is, sir.
Yeah.
Always with Raphael and...
R2.
And let's get, before we say any word, our contact info out.
And our contact info is as follows. You can find us on Twitter at WANHTPY. And that's under that you can find us on iTunes as well.
And you find us as well on Stitcher under our complete name, We Are Not Here to Please You. And under the same name, we are as well on Facebook.
Yeah. And our email is wearenotheretoPleaseYou@gmail.com.
For any suggestions, ideas, submissions.
Yeah.
And all the previously mentioned things you can find on We Are Not Here to Please You. .blogspot.fi, our headquarter, our watchtower. And we are back.
That's it. And episode 14. This is the phobia episode.
Yeah, because
not the number 13, as you might have expected, because fuck the system.
Yeah, who cares? Who gives a shit? We are rabbits, true rabbits.
We could never be real rebels.
Yeah. But you know what was really rebellious? This day in history.
Ooh.
Let's drop the soundbite.
This day in history.
And this day in history, you know what happened?
Well...
Absolutely nothing. That was This Day in History, presented by We Are Not Here to Please You.
Moving on to phobias.
Yeah, phobias.
Why not? As you probably know, a phobia is a type of anxiety disorder.
What also can cause that you start speaking in weird voices.
This is my official scientific voice.
Ah, I see. That's why you stroke your beard.
I stroke my beard, yes.
Yeah, your crotch beard.
My upper crotch beard.
So you call your mouse a crotch too?
Well, it's another place where shit comes out, so yeah.
Yeah, okay, point taken.
You haven't even complimented me on my fabulous new hair.
What? Do I have a vagina or...
I don't actually know, by the way.
What? I would have told you by now for fun. What? I would have shown you, actually. And you know, if that would be the case, we'd like, look what I have.
Look what I can do.
Look what I can do. No! Yeah, we just watched some Stuart Matt TV clips. But back to phobias. And not the phobia of like, oh my god, he doesn't see that I have a new haircut because I'm a little girl.
Yes.
Move on. I hurt his feelings.
This is show business, kids. Never get into show business.
Yeah, that's why we are doing podcasting and not show business.
Yes. Now, a phobia, well... The origin of the word is in Greek, phobos.
Oh, that sounds like an awesome war god. It sounds like a chiseled guy. It's like, oh my god, no, phobos, don't!
You probably know it's one of the moons on Mars.
I knew that, totally.
Well, Mars being the war god and having... 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. So there you go. Today you've learned again on the show.
Well, the beer gonna take care of it. That is any kind of knowledge that I receive gonna be deleted by the end of the show.
It's going to be drained.
Yeah.
Into the fantastic Finnish sewage system.
And we learned, if you learn a new information, old information gets kicked out.
There's not infinite room in you.
Yeah, for sure. Some might say there's quite limited space.
In any case, a phobia is a persistent fear of an object or situation. And people who have these phobias go to great lengths to avoid.
Well, that sounds like that they have a choice. They go to great lengths to avoid. It's more kind of like panicking and just, no.
Well, yeah, and
you mean in preparation of it, of events. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you know you have a phobia of something, you try to avoid it at all costs. And if it does come to pass, it's usually met with irrational amounts of fear and anxiety.
Well, that's the definition of a phobia, the irrational fear of.
Yes, I'm actually giving out the description of a phobia here, so that's possibly maybe kind of the reason why it is the description of yes. Quality programming, ladies and gentlemen.
Your money well.
Apparently it's possible to develop a phobia over virtually anything.
Has to be traumatizing enough to know.
And then there are a number of so-called phobias which are not really phobias in a clinical sense. They're more like the negative attitudes towards things.
What might they be?
Well, things like homophobia. Or
that you don't like your home?
Yeah, or Islamophobia, where you're afraid of islands. or xenophobia, where car lights terrify you.
Makes perfectly sense to me. Well, but you know what's really terrifying? How a certain scientist couple try to figure out what is the cause and origin of phobias.
Okay.
So the first logical step is get a 9 month old toddler.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's always a good starting point.
Yeah.
To whatever scientific endeavor you are.
Take a 9 month old.
Yes.
Well, then you introduce things like rats, rabbits, different kinds of masks, burning paper, and monkeys to the kid. Well, so far so good. It sounds actually like a good time. You have animals around, you have a monkey around. I'm begging Tia for getting a monkey as a pet since years. She won't allow me.
Maybe she's monkophobic.
She might be.
Yeah.
No, and anyway, so they introduced that, and even a white lab mouse, lab rat, so what even the kid touched, everything was fine.
Yeah.
Well, the next time this kind of case happened, one of the two scientists stood behind the 9 month old, and in this moment, when it was reaching for the animal, struck two metal bars against each other.
Right.
Quite loudly.
Loud clang. Yeah.
Well, and from that point on, the kid cried mercilessly less about the sight of any of this previously mentioned animals and objects.
Yeah.
Well, the most terrifying part is like the funding for that project was too little that they didn't have any more time to desensitize it. So they just stopped that project with the kid being basically shitless scared of even bunnies.
Well, that's nice.
Well, the 1920s.
Sci-facts.
But the 1920s, like you already said, like the good old days, I bet that's the days they are talking about.
Yeah.
But isn't that fucked up?
For the common good. No price is too high.
So if anybody can figure out what that kid were doing after that, how many people he killed and what kind of skins he wore, so please let us know. So the scientists of that project was John Watson and Rosalie Rayner, and they were researchers at the Johns Hopkins University. So if you can figure out what that dude did later in this day, I would fucking love to know.
Well, yeah.
No, hey, way to bring down the mood!
Yay!
So I read it, I had to bring it up because it was just so fucked up.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
Traumatized babies.
Yeah.
That's how we do it round here.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I suppose we could go a bit more specifically on phobias. I'm sure you have a list of phobias right there, and I have a list of mine. We could go, take turns and let the other person guess what each phobia is.
Sure, I have here a list for 100 phobias, so how much time do you have?
How about we limit it to 5 per person?
Fuck, I just see that I have 4 and then my shortcut list. I can still pull in the middle one out. Just pull out in the last second.
Hey, how about we make this into a drinking game?
Yay! That always worked so swell for us.
I'll just get the booze.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah, the disaster of Christmas.
Yeah, let's not do that again, unless we want to time travel.
Again.
Yes.
Ah, good old days.
Yeah, the good old days from the near future. So, do you want to start, or shall I go first?
So, first the parameters of this game. So, the other person have to guess what it might be, or how we gonna play that one?
Yeah, I guess this depends on your fluency in Greek, because the phobias are basically named with a Greek word and with the suffix phobia.
Are they not Latin?
Well, some are, but I guess most of them are from Greek.
Okay.
In any case, shall I go first?
You shall.
Thank you, kind sir. I present you with barophobia.
Barophobia. You are afraid of bare asses. How close am I?
Well, if the bare ass is closing in on you from the top down position, then you are fairly in the region of. So
it's stuff dropping on you?
This barophobia is the fear of gravity.
So you're basically afraid of just standing anywhere.
Individuals suffering from barophobia can either have the fear that gravity might crush them, the fear of falling because of the gravity involved, or even the fear that gravity might cease to exist and that they will float away.
So my bare ass was pretty close.
Well, yes.
They could be a part of it.
In the sense that gravity affects bare asses as much as it does anything else. Yeah, okay, I'll give you half a point for that.
Fuck, we're taking points?
Yes, it's points now.
Oh my god.
It's game time.
Okay, so I guess it's mine. But I didn't really make the complete,
I'm just reading this out of Wikipedia, so.
I didn't bother for that, I just make the tagline for it. Well, but still. Eurotophobia. Come on, be quick on your feet. No dead air.
So what?
So eurotophobia.
So eurotophobia, maybe?
Yeah. I guess you never know how to pronounce that ones because they're kind of weird sounding. Yeah. Just shoot from your gut.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. So, welcome to another 30 minutes of absurd sounds.
I can make funny sounds, me.
Answer. Eurotophobia.
That's the fear of a Swedish pop hit.
No, it's the fear of the female genitalia.
I don't have that.
Well, good to know, sir.
Yeah. I'm okay with the vajibadoo.
The JJ.
Yes. That thing. The thing I hear women have instead of the...
In here saying that they're supposed to have. So, I'm in the lead with half a point.
Damn, why did I introduce points into this? Okay, here we go.
I'm glad that you did it after I won half a point.
Yeah. Gerontophobia.
What?
Gerontophobia.
Gerontophobia. You're afraid of big robots with lasers from their eyes and rockets in their arms.
No, that would be automatonophobia.
Fuck, it sounded like a better robot.
Yeah. No, gerontophobia is the fear of growing old, or a fear or hatred of the elderly. I think I might have some slight case of this because today I went to the stores and it was filled with old people and I was fucking annoyed.
Like a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, except that they were old and smelly.
Well, pretty much like undead people.
Yeah, skin hanging and slow moving.
Undead people?
Yes, exactly like zombies, yes.
Only that they are more rude.
Yeah.
Old people in Finland are fucking entitled and rude.
Yeah, they have these scathing remarks and, well, everything.
Yeah.
And they get away with it because, well, they're old, they're a bit,
Well, don't break the topic for next time. I want to break that one.
I'm not saying a word more.
Oh my god, I'm fucked with my next one. Just look
Is it
at
a mouthful?
Yeah. So, bear with me, it's really a way too long name. Yeah, so it's Hippopotomonstrossesquipedaliophobia. Try it yourself.
Well done, you. It's the same as sesquipedalophobia.
Say it.
No, I'm not.
So what is this fear about?
The fear of long words.
Damn it, you have it in your list, don't you?
I do. Like I said, it says sesquipedalophobia.
Yeah, damn it.
Hip hop hippopotamus.
Yeah.
And rhinoceros phobia.
Sometimes when I rap, I get... Oh.
Yes, let's not go there. Okay, so...
But it had to happen at some point.
Yeah, so I knew that one, so I need to figure out another one.
But you don't get the point because it was on your list too.
So now you're making the rules, is it?
Yeah.
F you.
Okay, what's your next one?
You effing effer.
Fucking cunt. So what's your next one?
This one's simple. Heliophobia.
Heliophobia.
Yeah.
Damn it, actually, I heard I don't know what it was. You're afraid of being healthy? No.
No, and it's also not the fear of helium. Which was probably your next guess, wasn't it?
Okay, what is it?
This is what the vampires have. Morbid fear of sunlight. Dun dun dun.
Well, the next one is like, from my side is achondroplasia-phobia. Achondroplasia-phobia. Any guess? As you see, I really chose really short names.
Yeah, you picked out the ones that you can really pronounce.
Hey, come on, most of them are really impossible to pronounce.
Unless you're Greek.
Yeah. But then you're too busy spending money from other countries. Well, but let's not go there.
You burn.
So...
Xenophobia, okay. That's the... I have nothing.
Nothing.
Chondroplasiophobia?
Yeah.
Maybe. But...
It's such a tiny word. I dropped your hint there. It's the fear of midgets.
Such a large word for such small people.
Little people, to be politically correct.
Oh, yes.
And we always care about that.
I'm so sorry for not being PC.
Did you see always like this where they throw midgets in the competitions?
Him.
No, but seriously, they freaked me out a bit too.
What midgets?
Yeah,
little people, I mean.
Too late, you already said it, and I won't cut that one out. No, but seriously, they are looking a bit freakish. Not to disrespect them, but it's because it's out of the norm. It's sometimes kind of like, oh my fucking god, what's going on?
Kind of goes into the Uncanny Valley type of thing, maybe.
So, what's your next one?
Idiophobia.
Fear of children?
Wah, wah, wah. Close, but I'm gonna give you half a point for that. Idiophobia is fear of dolls.
Oh, I fucking should have seen that. You fucking bastard. Oh. Not like when we kind of thought, like, hey, maybe at some point we talk about phobias. Like Kurt Sutter has a phobia of dolls and how he implemented that into a certain character in Sons of Anarchy.
Yes, I never mentioned this to you before. Certainly not. But what was interesting to me is that this phobia is actually
quite common.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Another one is the of clowns.
Yeah.
Where I don't have the name for it, no.
Just a second.
Yeah, no, but it's like really, let's be honest, like many of these old kind of dolls, they are looking kind of freakishly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like this, they're not even like that Barbie doll, it's just like plastic, and yeah, look at me, they're kind of just this undead kind of looking in the eyes.
Coulrophobia.
Yeah.
Fear of clowns. Yeah, that's pediophobia for you. It's kind of weird to me. I mean, doll, what's your problem? But then again, they wouldn't be irrational fears if they weren't irrational.
Yeah, that's, I guess the name says it.
Okay, your turn.
Well, I was already wondering, I go with what I had already in my list because I still have to add another one then.
Yeah.
Out of the normal, so nomophobia. My short one. Nomophobia.
Is it N-O-M-O?
Yeah. I guess it's how nomo is spelled. Okay, you can't see it, but his face mimics are kind of... I'm not sure if he's trying to answer or having a stroke.
Eye is twitching. These are the sounds of my brain thinking.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as he makes from the other end.
Yeah. I think with both ends. Shares the load and brings in bright new ideas. No, I'm tempted to say fear of names, but doesn't make any fucking sense.
You sadly have it wrong. That's a fairly new phobia.
The fear of new things?
No, I mean, it's the fear of being out of mobile phone contact.
Oh my fucking... That's
recognized by this day.
Okay, yeah, okay. I admit, I was the one who mentioned that you can develop a phobia to basically any possible thing.
And I got you right there. And that was not spoken before. Like, we didn't introduce our concepts up front. Yeah, but you can really develop it against anything.
Okay, I have one more. This is not like a clinical phobia as much as it is something else, but tetraphobia.
That you're scared of these little drinking packs of milk and juice? No, tetra, that word?
The fear of the word tetra?
No, I mean word. That was terra. Haha, my bad.
That's this place, you know?
Yeah.
Tetra. T-E-T-R-A. Nothing. No. Nothing. No.
I give my guess already, and I'm already still in the lead with 1 point because you gave me half a point for the other one.
What? You have half a point. So
twice.
No, I didn't give you half a point for whatever it was.
Well, I'm still in the lead.
Tetraphobia is the fear, or more like the practice of avoiding instances of the number 4.
Okay, tetra.
You need to brush up on your Greek,
yeah, mate. I guess I have to.
But this is basically limited to the Asian area.
Why?
Because around there, for whatever reason,
with ichi ni sanchi. That's all what I know. Ichi ni sanchi.
Yeah, that's Japanese, and shi means 4 as well as death, and that's the basis of the whole thing. The number 4 and the word for death they are fairly close to each other apparently in Mandarin Chinese, Cantonese, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese. For whatever reason, what is wrong with
whole fucking Asia?
Yeah, what is wrong? If you are
four.
If you are from
4.
What, are you hitting a golf ball?
I'm just trying to scare you shitless.
Well, it's not working, I'm afraid. But in any case, if you are...
Okay, let me up the ante. 5.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Well, anyhow, that's how it works out. And apparently this leads to all kinds of funky things like having buildings that don't have
the fourth
floor, nor the floor 14, nor the floor 40 anything.
Okay, that's fucked up. Well, Asians.
Yeah.
Well,
fucking gooks.
Well, I let that stand there, that somebody can isolate that, and, well, hate mail goes like always to we're not here to please you at gmail.com and make the subject like Artu is a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I can reply with my address and you can send a ballistic missile to
some anthrax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I bring now my last one.
Yes. This is my last chance to score a point and win.
Oh my god, that's the match ball then.
Yeah.
So it's cacophobia. So C-A-C-O phobia.
You do realize that in English you say the letters a bit.
How you say that?
First there's a C in there.
Yeah, C-A-C-O.
C-O, yeah.
Phobia. Bring it on.
I'm gonna say that's the fear of Sure, you're not just making this up.
Nope.
The cacophobia?
Yeah. You better not looking it up behind the side.
Right, but it's not on my list.
You fucker tried to cheat.
And I told you.
So
I owned up to my cheating.
after I caught you.
Well,
It's like, I'm sorry that I raped and killed a 17 woman. Didn't meant to.
but now that you caught me, I can tell you that yes, that's exactly what
I did. So,
Well, that's honest.
what is cacophobia?
Fear of.
Well, you got it wrong. It's the fear of ugliness.
Is it not on my list?
Because you don't have a list where a nice picture of a duck is on it as well.
That's some kind of an animal wearing a dog mask.
That's a duck.
Dog mask.
Well, dogs, ducks, almost the same. Okay, but the point
So I
is
suppose you win this time.
like always.
Damn.
So, but what everybody wants to know is, what is your personal phobia?
It's not on my list.
What is Arthur afraid of?
I'm not gonna tell you because then the people who I just called gooks are gonna be doing that thing to
Stop
me.
being a girl and saying it.
I'm afraid, I'm mortally afraid that people are going to donate me $10 million.
Yeah, okay, now back to the serious side. Oh, do you have any kind of phobia, or what would not... I mean, that doesn't have to be quite the phobia, but kind of what really kind of freaks you out.
I have been really anxious about public speaking and performing.
Well, good that you eliminate that with a podcast, because you don't see the people.
Yeah. It's not like singing in a band does anything to it.
Yeah, lucky you have nothing to do with that.
Never done that.
Yeah. Any other fears? Nah?
Well, I must say I have this thing where I fear my limbs are going to get cut off. But then again, that...
What?
Limbs...
Yeah, I got that, but that was kind of weird jump. We went from public speaking to like, somebody might cut off my limbs.
Well, not as much cut, but, you know, an accident or whatever. But then again, most people probably don't want to be limbless, so I guess that's not so special. I'm not special in any way.
Yeah, we know that.
Not riding the short bus.
Is it my turn?
Yes, let's hear of your fear.
So the next topic is... No, I'm definitely...
Your fear is getting too much sex.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's a good
I'm
thing
really afraid of blowjobs.
Yeah. It's good that you're nowhere near that thing.
Yeah. No, but I'm seriously scared shitless of bees.
Oh no, not the bees!
Hey, these are little fucking bastards. They are fucking Nazis. They wear all the fucking same uniform. Have you noticed? The same damn uniform, and they are fucking mean. They are the SS of the fucking animal world.
His face did not change expression at all, even though I tried to inject that funky joke.
Yeah.
He's serious.
Seriously,
This
like,
is hardcore stuff.
even when I'm with Tia and there comes a bee, it's like everybody for himself.
But is it bees or is it wasps? Difference.
Makes no difference to me.
Bees are the
I know, but I mean, the
guys,
wasps are like basically artillery coming in, the heavy artillery. But our bees already, if they freak me out, I start running, waving my hands around, even if I know, like, standing still and don't move means you're gonna be safe.
Yeah.
Moving, pissing them off, just gonna agitate them. I'm aware of the concept. Still, I can't help myself but starting waving my arms, running off, and being in pure panic.
Yeah. Well, I must say I hate bees, or wasps at least. I'm not sure. I think I've been stung by...
You've
never been stung?
No.
What? And you're still hating them from the bottom of your heart?
It might have something to do with a movie from the 80s or 90s, I don't know from where. This one movie where this actress or actor, I don't remember anymore completely. I only remember where the actors really covered in live bees in the movie, and it wasn't a prop trick. That person was actually covered in bees.
Right.
And I saw that, and that kind of fucking freaked me out. I remember like a year before we went to a trip where my parents made kind of translating stuff. Yeah. In that camp, and I just were like, oh, bees, who cares? There were bees on the fucking board of the window. I was kind of like smashing with my hand and whiffing them down, and like was like, who cares? Yeah. I think a year later also I saw that movie, and that changed my life. In that point.
So a life-changing experience in the cinema.
Fucking Nazi bees. Look at them. Really, seriously, the same fucking uniform.
Yeah. Well, wasps especially, I must admit, I do hate those guys.
There was in China that one that killed a bunch of things, but we have to pull it up for another time.
Yeah, they were huge. They were the size of your thumb.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that up one of the next episodes. I think that really requires good facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, wasps are kind of nasty. Yeah. Well, what? Oh my God. But
they're like they are like the complete assholes of the. They have nothing better to do than just buzz around and sting the fuck out of you.
Yeah. Sting the crap out of you, definitely. But seriously, like, even when I'm with Tia, and, you know, even she's on her damn self, then if a bee occurs. Like, so one thing you can be for sure, if we are somewhere and a bee attack happens, you have to fuck on your own. Don't count on me. I'm that one, like, running off screaming and waving my hands like an insane person.
I'll be following close behind.
Always remember, you don't have to be the fastest one. Just be
Don't be the slowest.
Yeah, just be the second slowest. Always important when it's about animal attacks.
Such as bees.
Oh my God, I'm still like God, I'm fucking agitated.
I guess that's probably enough about phobias.
Yeah, it started out funny, but I just talked about it and it already freaked me out. Like you said, you tried to crack a joke in there, my face didn't move.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
It just wasn't happening.
Yeah. Let's go on a lighter note. I think we should go back to our good old sci-fact.
Yeah.
Sci-fact! And the first sci-fact of the day is the dynamite tree.
That sounds dangerous-ish.
So that's it's basically like a sandbox tree, also called possumwood and jabillo, one of those names. And it's an evergreen tree native in the tropics of North and South America, including the Amazon rainforest.
Well, it's not in Australia. It sounds like something that is trying to kill you.
Yeah, usually...
We should put it in Australia.
Yeah, 99% of animals and plants that kill you are in Australia.
Yeah.
But not that one. Like, it's... Okay, it's like covered in with bark, pointy spikes, and smooth bark. But this whole thing is not actually what makes it why I call it why it's called dynamite tree. Oh, by the way, they nicknamed the tree also because of the spikes, like monkey no climb. But really dangerous is the fruit. So the fruit is shaped like a capsule that explodes to spread its seeds. The seeds are sharp and fly about 100 feet at a speed of 150 miles per hour.
So it's
60 miles per hour, so 100 kilometers per hour.
Nice.
So you're going around like almost 300 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
And
sounds like loads of fun.
And also that the sap is in previous olden times was used to poison arrows. So something that is poisonous shoots 100 feet far at 150 miles per hour. That's why they call it Lovely the Dynamite Tree. Isn't that a lovely fact?
Yes, I want one.
Yeah, just to hug it.
Yes, that's one for the tree hug.
Oh, fuck that hippie pack. Yeah. Yep, hug that one.
This tree, go hug that one. It's gonna love it. And so are you.
Yes, rub it with your ass. Just rub your ring piece against it. Just rub that old rusty sheriff's badge against.
Twerk it.
Twerk it. Nailed it. Yeah, I watched the Turbo cartoon. That's exclusively on Netflix, and the catchline from this one, Snail is of course, nailed it. I kind of love this kind of taglines, they crack me up way too much.
I have no idea what you're talking about, by the way.
Turbo? Never seen an animated movie? With about snails that are really fast?
No.
Where you can catch the cartoon series on Netflix.
Okay.
But you have any side facts?
Do I ever? What do I have?
Can you read your handwriting?
Why is curry better the day after? And I don't mean the day after you've been drinking, but the day after it's been sitting in the fridge.
Educate me, because with many of this curry-based, or with many spicy dishes, or that includes a lot of spices, it's fairly common. Like if you let it sit over the night in the fridge, it's just like million times better not to exaggerate at all. It's like a gazillion time.
Yes, which is a number as far as we know.
Yep.
It's a fairly large number as well. So,
but it's a perfect measurement.
So it's a pretty much better the day afterwards. Well, apparently the science that goes into this whole thing is rather complicated and involves all sorts of chemistry of which I understand very little. But in the end, it should have mostly to do with the flavors kind of evening out. Because when you're making the curry or similar kind of dish, all of the flavors are kind of, how would you say, sharp. So you taste each thing separately and it makes it kind of harsh. But once you let it sit overnight, they kind of mellow out and mix in with each other.
Oh, so when the light goes off in the fridge, they start a swinger party, all the flavors.
Yes,
they're kind of like, they go, and then they're gonna mix it up.
Yeah, they go all out, and in the end, when you come back in the morning or the next day, it's just a cum-filled orgy of
flavors.
Bodily juices that are full of flavors.
Oh my god, I never knew that food can be that sexy.
Yeah.
Like an all-out fucking fuckfest in the fridge.
So there you have it, the signs of leftovers. Courtesy of
we are not here, please. Yeah. Well, and then somebody has to say we don't teach anything.
Yeah.
We of course do. It's really important.
We are an education program.
Of course we are.
First and foremost.
Yeah, and on that note, you know what? As a handicapped person... by the way, we're done with side facts.
Well, what a way to move from one thing to another.
Yeah.
On the topic of handicapped persons. Oh, by the way, we're done with this segment, so we're now actually moving on to another one, which apparently has something to do with handicapped persons.
How did you know?
I took a wild guess, a stab in the dark. I was just my luck.
Step in the dark, that's your name in the dark room, huh? Yeah. No, but
Yeah.
so as a handicapped person, you usually at Disneyland could cut the line. You know, no waiting time, and so they changed the rule. No waiting time. I mean, no waiting.
You really
Cutting.
never know what's gonna come up in this show.
Yeah. Because apparently they cut the rule of that you can cut in line when you're handicapped for one reason. People started to rent handicapped people. Or how you make the note on that paper, rent a cripple.
That was your words, not mine.
Can you prove that? Well, people that listen to this show are pretty sure that it was me.
I need to have a pre-recording recorder that will...
That just relieves you of all responsibility.
Well, yeah, in case you're gonna drop that kind of stuff on me.
Yeah, like how you hate Jews.
Juice is full of all kinds of sugars and whatnot.
Yeah, you said you don't like apple juice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
No orange juice or not. Actually, orange juice has more calories than soda.
Okay.
So, that was the teaching portion of our show today.
Stop teaching things. Yes, I'm hitting him with a notepad.
Okay, let's go back to Jews. No, cripples.
Yeah, that's what you get for trying to bring educational aspects in here.
And Jews.
Fancy words of yours. No, but so because
my juicy education.
No, but back to the rent-a-cripple. Because there's no way that we can affect anybody with that. No way. So rich folk, as an example, there was actually services kind of like started to hiring disabled persons for family trips to Disneyland, and so that
just for cutting in line.
Cutting in line. So I mean, and all the perks like.
So money solves all kinds of problems.
Not anymore. Now you go there and you get kind of a pass like. Come back in like whatever would have been the waiting time. Come back in like 1.5 hours, and then you can go straight and you get a pass.
Ah, right.
So you don't save any more time in that way. I mean, come on, that was the only kind of few perks if you're a handicapped person. I can cut in line in Disneyland.
Yeah.
No, you don't even have that anymore.
Well, apparently you do, but you need to wait for that amount of time.
Yeah. It's not really anymore cutting in line.
Well, not directly, but I'm assuming that...
You basically wait like the person in front of you in line, only that you can maybe fetch a snack somewhere.
Yeah, you can do something else.
Well, you could fetch multiple passes.
Yeah.
But I guess the business of rent-a-cripple took a dive from that thing?
I suppose.
Oh, by the way, did you hear about that handicapped person that was like 2 or 3 years ago that got stuck in a ride in Disneyland? It's a small word, right? It's a small word. But now, anyway, the whole tune, the whole song just keeps looping. People that work there go insane. And that person was stranded in that ride and was handicapped and so couldn't leave that ride. So he was basically stuck on the same spot for like 45 minutes. With one song looping, a Disney song looping, looping, and looping.
I guess that's one way to get more handicaps.
Well, he sued them and actually won some money. I don't have the notes now with me, but he won some monies.
Oh, that's America.
Yeah.
You can sue anyone for anything. I'm just waiting for that to come into Finland because around here people are so envious of everything that I suppose we'll have law cases coming at the wazoo.
Yeah, but you don't have the ground laws like you have in America because we only give reparations for the actual damage that's been done. America is what could be possible future damages also what you cover.
But let's not forget that Finland is the most American country of the Nordics. We kind of tend to copy...
There are 4 Nordic countries. That's not hard to read the list.
Still, we're kind of copying all sorts of wacky stuff from over the Atlantic, so possibly the laws might change at some point.
Well, I only have one thing to say. Hit me with your car, I need the money.
I just want to shoot people that come into my home.
You mean with your jizz?
No, with a gun. In the face. Like when you come
Jizz
around.
is gonna do that deal too. If somebody breaks in and just jizz him all over his face, he's gonna fuck off.
Well, like when you come around, I have the overwhelming urge to fuck you up with a shotgun, but I don't have one, so I can't. And if I did, it would be involuntary manslaughter, I think I'd go with.
Well, it would be just manslaughter.
Accidental. It was an accidental discharge of my huge gun.
Accidentally discharged. That was the name of my high school band.
In your face.
Yeah. By the way, talking about America, let's squeeze that one topic still in. Because like 30 years ago, American Airlines made a pass that you can buy a lifelong first class ticket thing.
Okay.
And it costed $350,000.
Right. And for that you could fly for forever?
Yeah,
first class. Okay.
It was American Airlines there.
Nice.
So like 66 people bought it. And now they are trying because like they say like some of them who still own them have surpassed 30 million miles in flight. So single person.
Ow.
So of course it's a thorn in their eye. So they try to catch them on fraudulent behavior. Like the behavior in question include things like reserving seats but not taking the flight, or using a +1 on a stranger.
Yeah.
By the way, this ticket included a +1, not only yourself.
Yeah.
And kind of like they try to sue this kind of stuff off of them.
No go.
Well, it's still kind of in courts and stuff, and so what I found so far. But I think it's just amazing. Especially, it's another case of the rich people getting richer. Because if you had 350,000 in the first place to spend on that, I think you don't really have to worry about
and if
air travel.
If you're going to be flying around anyway, so why not basically spend that and then have it done?
First class, you can fly anywhere in the world with them because American Airlines don't cover only America.
I wish I had a lot of money.
Lots of monies?
Many money.
Learn how to pronounce. We not call it money in here, it's monies.
I wish I had many monies.
Yeah, that's the right way to say it.
Yeah. There are endless possibilities when you have many monies.
Yeah, if you have many monies, you can make many money stuff.
Yes. Fortunately, I don't have many monies.
We should change that. You know what? We should change our life. You know what we should do? Get monies.
Get monies, yeah. That's the way how to get out of poverty.
Get monies.
Get monies. Get more monies.
Hey, why did we just give that information out for free? We should have held a 2-week course. Like a life coach.
Give us monies and we tell you how you can get monies.
Yeah. Ooh. Like nobody thought of that before.
They haven't, obviously.
Clearly, because we're brilliant.
Yeah, there are still poor people in the world.
That's true.
Yeah. So, tune in next week for how to make monies.
And what was the surprise from last week, what I mentioned? I'm excited about what I'm not sure what about. So if you want more monies and the answer to old questions from previous on, we are not here to please you.
Yeah, what's the deal with those uncles?
Yeah. Then tune in next week to another episode of We Are Not Here to Please You. We are saying good night and bye-bye.
Many monies to you.
I'm Nolan Overton.
I'm Brandon Stedham.
And we're the No BS Podcast,
where you can come listen to our comedic, informational, entertainment podcasts.
Every week on iTunes. Or
and
our website at...
We do have a website?
Yes.
www.nobspodcast.com.
Thanks, and I hope you'll join us. Ciao.